Alrighty guys, this is a used chain, but it's a new 16-inch bar, and this is an experimental saw. Let me pause you. Alrighty guys, I had to get out of that song. I just don't feel very good. This is an experimental saw. It does have a crank swap in it, 10mm wrist pin, Husqvarna piston. I've retweaked the numbers on it like 3 different times. I can't even, it's been so long since I've been back in, I can't even remember what I moved them to, but Um, however it is, I'm at that verge of starting to trade off torque. It's still got plenty enough torque to do the job, but it doesn't have the torque of like my green saw. I think it's got more RPM than my green saw though. I don't know what is going on with my vision. With my glasses on, this thing's a blur right here, but if I lift them up, it clears right up. And I've been having massive headaches lately. And a bunch of other issues. But I'm going to be going to Joe's. What did I do with it? Just a second, let me pause it. Alright, I was looking for his brochure. I'm going to be going to this, not Saturday. I got to work Saturday. But Sunday, I'm going in, I believe, Joe's rules are pretty lax compared to some of the other events I've been to. I don't think there's any chain rules. I'll take my glasses off here. But June 6th and 7th, this is over in Leslie, Michigan, on Covert Road. Got to register at 9, and the races start at 10, it looks like. Must be Saturday's stock. Saw provided. Supermod muffler, unlimited Supermod pipe, and special events bike saw, axe throw, bow saw, woman's 3.1 cube. I won't be, as far as I know, I won't be going there. On the 6th, 7th, it's super stock muffler, which that's what my saws fall into. That one there. I have all these set up. I'm going to try to get my nephew to go with me and actually get him in the race. To actually race. He's just getting into saws, starting to like them and stuff. So, what am I taking? I have personally never raced my 550. So, I want to run that in the 3 cube and see where it goes. And I have never personally raced that one, and even though it's 3 cube, I'm going to run that one in the 4 cube, as I do not have a 4 cube saw. I'm going to run the 400 in the 5 cube, and I sold that 660, but I talked to the gentleman because I hadn't shipped it out yet, and asked him if I could take it to the race and race it, and he said go for it. So I've never raced that 660 either. I actually built that to run at Sawfest for Clone Wars, and then ended up getting in a bind and let it go down the road. And then for my nephew, I dug out the old infamous stickers. It's not been ran since Nate last ran it, and all I did was dump fresh gas in it, start up, and my nephew's hopefully going to run that in the 3 and 4 cube, and then I'm going to let him run my 500 in the 5 and 6 cube. That way I don't have to take a whole bunch of saws with me. My saws are all going to be at a huge disadvantage because except for these two, these all have stock chains on them. Nothing's been touched, not the breakers, nothing, not a thing. In fact, they're all stock chains that were used at Sawfest, and I am severely crunched for time. This has got a square on it that I did some experimenting with. It still feels really good. It's blowing good chips, so I figured I'd let my nephew run it. And I got a square. That 500's got a lot of torque, so I got a fairly aggressive square on that one that I was using in my videos. I'm gonna let my nephew run the faster chains. I don't care. It's not about. I know I'm not gonna win, so it doesn't. It's not about. I want to get out. I need a break. I want to get out, hang out, meet some cool people, and just have fun. And it'll be fun going up and running these. I believe it's saw running over the wood 2 cuts, so that takes a lot of operator air out of it. There's no chain rules, so every one of these saws is probably going to be out chained big time in chains win races, because his rules consist of 1-piece cylinder head, working choke, and it's got to be on gasoline. Yeah. So this is payouts. Top 5 paid in every class. I'm not sure what that's all about. But I'm looking forward to going over there. I wanted to do the Supermod pipe saw. I was gonna get you back over here. I was gonna, that one back there in the corner that's got crank swap, piston swap, carb swap. I bought a pipe. Well, I actually got to pay for that when I go to Joe's event, but it's the I got to do all the work to put it together. I wanted to have a pipe done for that so I could run that, and at least have a pipe saw. Time frame did not happen. I did dig this down, got it running today. I'll probably take it just in case someone wants to run it. I don't know. Maybe one of my other saws won't start or something. I think it'll race pretty decent. I think it's got more RPM than Stickers, but I don't think it's got the torque that Stickers has. And that's weird because this has got a lower roof than. I don't think I'm up past 98 on the roof on that thing. I know I was dabbling dual. I know I had it at 105. I had it at 100, and I think I took it up just a little bit past 100. Stickers is on a 96, and that saw absolutely is a force to be reckoned with. And the right hand Stickers is pretty lethal, but yeah, I got another 201 down there that came in for porting. I still have not. I've got that all ready and prepped. I got to work Friday and Saturday, and I actually got to wash equipment at work. So I'm going to take this in. I've got my Super Clean bottle all filled up. I'm going to take that in with me, and I'm going to hose the crap out of that, and then possibly Sunday night I can work on tearing it down, if not Monday. I am one dude. I'm spread so thin. I hardly get to spend as much time out here as I would like to. Seems like I got a million irons in the fire. And plus these stupid health issues I'm starting to feel like I'm not going to get better. I think it's just going to keep spiraling out of control until it's over. I don't know. It's almost like every day I feel worse. I'll get a good day and used to be I'd have a good day and then 2 bad days. And then I'd have a good day, and then it went from 1 good day, 3 bad days, and now it seems like I've got 1 halfway decent day, and then it seems like I'm down for 4 or 5 days. It is not fun. But I apparently have some internal problems that is just not working out. Yeah. But I talked to my buddy in the 7310 over there. I traded that for a chainsaw. He's got them mailed out. I got stuff I gotta mail out too. I did some horse trading with Indiana Doug. I know Doug's got a 460 or 461. Doesn't matter, this crank will fit either. He needed a crankshaft, so I did some horse trading with him. And then I've got a stroker crank here that he's all interested in. It's for Dalmar. It's actually a 681 solo crank. At least that's what the box says it's for. And I've got the thick spacer as well. So this spacer and this could go directly into a 7900 and turn it into a 681 without any machine work at all. So he was super interested in that. So I did some horse trading with him. I need to clean my shop. But I got to get my seats folded down in the car. And these all need to be topped off with fuel and oil before I go, but I'm going to do that Saturday night. I'm going to have them all filled up and ready to go. I'll just leave the windows down in my car or whatever for the fumes to get out. And then that way when I get to Joe's, I can just hopefully just pull scabbards and start them up, race, and then throw them back in the car. I might look in the cardboard bin at work and fold the seat down and put a big piece of cardboard down just so I don't completely oil soak my interior. I do have another 2511 coming that I did some horse trading with that I'm hoping, sight unseen, I'm hoping between the parts I have in here and what that is, I'll be able to build me another little hot rod. I'm actually going to, I might go in a little bit more in depth detail. And then I was talking to a good friend, and he told me what he did for his exhaust ports there, and I kind of like his idea, so I kind of want to try it. I've never pushed one that wide, but other than his exhaust port, his build is very, very similar to mine, and his location on his muffler mod's a little slightly different, which I totally understand how he did that. He'll know what I'm talking about. I don't think he wants to be named, but I'm more than willing, if someone else has an idea and I want to try it and they're cool with it, I'm more than willing to give it a go, because I keep an open-minded about almost everything. I'll try almost anything once, even if it's not the right thing to do. I got to find out if the crew from Sawfest is going to be there. I did not get my buddy Eric's 501 done yet. I kind of want to feel really good on the day I do this one, but I did salvage his cylinder for him. The cylinder was completely flubarred, and I think it's got just a couple lines in it. If my buddies are going to be there, I'll hand this to them, and they can hand it to Eric when they get back home. This little bugger, I didn't get no video of it. In fact, you guys are on my busted up tripod. My good tripod, I actually left at work, but the tripod is good. But the mechanism that holds the camera or the phone gave up the ghost on my other one. The tripod itself is still good. It's just my camera mount is bad. And the camera mount that's on this one is bad too. In fact, it's got drywall screws and chunks of tubing screwed into the plastic piece that's tightened down holding the phone in. But I took out, I want to say 6 or 7 trees. I am not impressed with this 1/4-inch stuff in softwood. Well, like poplar, it's okay, but I mean, like in that pine out there when I was playing with it on video, I wasn't overly thrilled with how, I think it's just too small of it just grabs too small of a bite. However, though, in hickory, I could not have been more happier on how this thing ran in hickory. I think is this a 14 or a 16? 14. Looks longer than, I guess a 14 looks like a 16 on this. But I felled those trees, took all the limbs off, and bucked them all with this saw. I dropped them, cut them all up, bucked them, and they were all hickories. I think there was one oak. And I was having so much fun with that little bastard. that I brought the 550 with me just in case, and the only time I needed that 550 was when I pinched the very tip of my bar in. I was bucking it. There was branches on it, and you know, when I went through, the branches actually pushed the log away from me, so it did this, and I caught just that rivet sticks out a little bit on that bar, and that bar don't feel good enough, and I don't jerk on these little toppers when they're stuck. That's a good way to rip an intake boot. And so I had to use the 550 to do one cut, and it wasn't even a full cut, it was just enough to relieve the pressure, and then get that out, and then I shut the 550 off, and then I continued butchering the rest of the trees with that little 2511. That's why when I get that other one, I'm thinking about, I see the V Modest has a rear-handled version now, copy, and the Echo rear-handled version is so expensive, and I miss my rear-handled version. So I think I'm going to pick up one of them V Modest in probably a couple weeks, and we'll do bad things to that too. That way I got a rear-handled little tiny lethal saw. But I'm going to try my buddy's exhaust port design and compare them. But his piston work, my piston work, we kind of do very, very, very similar things. And that one I did not trench the cases out on, but you've seen it on my other videos where I case match the cases to. This other one I'll probably do that, and then we can compare the 2511s. Now I still got that 501 there, that's mine, I need to port. I haven't got to it. I have another gentleman in that box down there. I haven't even opened it yet. I'm doing a trade with him. He asked me if I would port a 4910 for a 4910, and I said sure, because I figured whenever I get caught up I could always port that other one, and I won't get hurt. Let's just put it that way. I know I can come out all right, or I can trade it for something else that I want. Sometimes I do a lot of bartering. I've already raced that one a bunch of times there at Tip Up, so I think I got that one out of my system. Love that saw. The torque that thing has is incredible. I still have, I think this is going to be the full circle project. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. The crank is right there. I have a 365 project. The cylinder's right here. I do have the chamber cut, but this does have, oh, you can see it. Where is it? Right. It's got one healthy score all the way to the top on the exhaust side, just in the corner. Like it, I think that's a big carbon score or something, if I remember. Or this thing ate a circlip, I can't remember. But that's not ideal, but it's also just going to be a 4-cube racer, so I don't really care. It's just got to scream lots of RPM. I don't really care about the saw, but I have that build to do. That one. I think there's another one in here too that I want to do. I think it's in this box. It's going to be a half clone. I got to get a hold of Ryan at Wolf Creek Saw Shop too, because I need parts, and Ryan's a good dude to deal with. And then I've got a 660 that was donated to the channel back there that I'm going to build, and I'm going to try to hold nothing back on that one when I build that one. And then I have I think he goes by 307 Performance Saws, and Chips and Chains went in together, and Lauren and Caleb went in together, and I'm very grateful, because that was also donated to me. That's another project. And then that 2071 or whatever it is, but they sent me a build at my own kit, clone 372. I don't know when I'm going to get to it. That one, because of the sentimental of it and stuff, I'm probably going to do a whole series on the channel where you guys can build a kit saw along with me. And those that don't want the kit saw, if they buy a complete saw like that Farmac or Neotech or whatever brand clone you choose, Alibaba, whatever, you can just skip all the videos until it comes to the porting or whatever. But I think I'm going to do there's many ways to skin a cat, but I'll show some easy ways on how to put your cases together and so on and so forth. Yeah, I've got a lot going on. I got to pull, that's another thing, I got to pull the wrap off of this because my deal with my buddy, he loves wraps. And I only put a wrap on this to keep this saw separate from my other one so I wouldn't mix the two up. But that's currently my highest horsepower 7310, and I do not like it. Is that one made just over 9 horse, and that one's only 8.5 horse. And any day of the week I would grab that one over that other one. I just like how that one cuts. That's actually my favorite is 7310 out of all of them. And my buddy's gonna, I hardly ever use it. I don't get out to the woods like I used to, so I don't hardly ever use it. Back the last time it was used, it still got bark and stuff stuck in it where I had to go help my brother out because he took on a tree that was too much for his saw. So I went over there and took that and that 620, and I don't remember if I made videos or not. I think the phone crashed or something and I lost my videos on that, if I recall. I don't think I ever got a chance to upload them. But it's going to take, this is a 26-minute video already. This is going to take, because I'm currently out of didn't pay the Wi-Fi bill, so don't have Wi-Fi, so this is going to take forever to upload on the phone. It was pay phone bill or Wi-Fi this month, and phone bill decided to get paid. So I guess I can go to McDonald's or something and sit on their Wi-Fi or something, eat a burger or something, and upload too. But yeah, so I can hear my grandkid out there. But I don't have as many. I bought this one months ago. It's a brand new 7310. That's part of the reason why I wasn't worried about getting rid of that one, because I'm going to stuff the same build into that one. And I have a brand new cylinder and piston right here to dive back in to that one. I'm fine like going to events and playing around, but that saw up there just gets too warm to try to work. I don't think it'll survive long term, and you know, I don't know what the cylinder is going to hold. I still have a parts pile 7310. Someday I will eventually get enough stuff to put that thing together. I still need a gas tank and a bunch of other little odds and ends, but I've had, one was an eBay purchase and the other one was a donation to the channel. I think I did a video on tearing it down and scabbing the parts out of it, so it had a bunch of stuff that I needed for it, but I'm still needing a bunch of other stuff, and the parts are just too expensive. I can't justify the cost to buy the parts to put it together for what the saw is going to look like. It's a top cover. I need a top cover and all the hardware that holds the top cover down. Gas tank. I think those are the two big ones. I think I have a brand new handle. But yeah, I built my buddy a 400R. Gosh, it might have been a couple years now. And he just passes it up because he's got a 372, a 461. He's got a couple 4910s. The 400 for him falls in. It's bigger than the 4910s. Well, he's got a 462 as well, but I didn't build that one. In fact, that was built by another. That was built by another builder. He's not happy with it, and then he had another builder go in there, tweak a few things, and still not happy with it. And now he's sending it to me, and I told him I don't know what's been done to it. So I told him if I go into it and I don't like what I see, he'll be buying a new piston and cylinder. And he said okay. So, but I love a 400, so I probably use my 400 more than I do the 7310, just because it's lighter. But I know the build I put into it was a mild work build, and what I did to it, I can put my current formulation into it and get even more out of it. But I'm going to try a couple things because it'll be my saw, and I'm gonna see if I can get even a little bit more gusto out of it. So I still got to fix that 395 for that other logger. He hasn't called me or nothing, but I either got to machine some pieces to fix out some stripped out threads, or I'm actually thinking about making a couple pieces and just epoxying them in there, because there's nothing that holds the top cover down. Everything is blowed out. I might even just tap them out to the next size, like quarter 20s or something. Actually, I think they've been tapped out. I might have to go to 5/16. This cover's all beat up anyway, and just bore the cover out. I might just pick up some machine screws that are 5/16 in diameter. Just, I don't want to spend a lot of time on that repair. I didn't even really want to do it, but I've not really been taking on repairs. I don't, I got plenty of my own stuff to repair. I don't need to be doing other people's. I might take on an occasional port job here and there. I also want to go back in. Into that 372. There's another 372 around here that I gotta go into too. I don't remember where I put it. It might be in the shed. Also, I'm glad I didn't get rid of that part saw, because I need the tank off that if it's good for that 346 down there. So that's also going to be a build. I actually got a Wiseco piston for that one. I'm hoping the 42 millimeter cylinder is good. But yeah, so enough of my blibber blabbering. If you're going to go to Joe's, you get to on Sunday. Like I said, here it is. I'm going to try to go for Sunday. I think my buddy John is going. I think he'll be racing that 2165 there that day too. I've yet to even see that saw. All I did was bench fire it and said, yep, it's got a noisy crank bearing, and he switched out the bearings and got it going. He's the one that also got my 462. So a 462 is pretty wicked. I'll be curious to see how he races it. But I think he's running stock chain too, so yeah. Nothing like going to a race that's unlimited chain rules and running stock stuff, but that's okay. So yeah, I think that about covers it. I think I'm going to throw a scabbard on that. I might take that one with me. I still got another experimental one, and I thought about barring up the 492 and taking that too. That thing races really good too. The 492 has got the same port work as stickers, but for whatever reason the 492 is a little bit lower on torque than stickers, but I think the 492's got just a little bit more RPM, and I don't know if it's how I twisted the charge or if the stars just aligned on stickers. I don't know, but as far as torque goes, right now currently probably stickers, my original 6-horse build on the end, and that green saw are probably my hardest pulling, like feeling the wood 4910s. As far as speed goes, it's probably, that one's probably my current fastest one. I've had other faster ones. Unfortunately, they didn't live to tell the tale. So that one's probably going to be a short stick of dynamite too. If it blows up, it blows up. It just gives me something else to go back into and try stuff. I was hoping pistons would be made by now, but financial things come up, and I know they were going to have Wiseco's made, but I was also going to have another builder build me a couple complete custom billet pistons that are like completely one-off for my specialty builds there, and things just didn't work out. I don't have the money, so toys get put on hold. Yeah. So that's that, guys. I feel horrible right now. I'm hot and cold, hot and cold. Hopefully I'm not coming down with something. 1 minute I'm sweating, 1 minute I'm freezing. Right now I'm sweating. But I've blibber blabbered on here enough. You guys take it easy and have a good one.